Back in November, the Patriots dominated their first matchup against the Bills. Can Buffalo avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Pats, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. So a pretty early 1st quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 17 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got Mason complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on third. Going deep for Diggs. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season, what was our deal? Let's win our division and get to the playoffs. That was job one. Let's not get greedy about the whole thing because whether or not...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Jones on third down. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. On second down, it's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
On play action, Allen. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Pollard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Pollard again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. New England trying to get a place on offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. You take it right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And Davis has it over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To the air, Allen. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To try again after the sack. Allen. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Not good at all. Punt of just 20. Yards there, and the Patriots take over. On first down, Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. 7 yards to pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And it's complete to Martin. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Jones throwing on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we've reached. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. off the play fake. Jones. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Patterson on the carry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up the first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They run with Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd and 11 now, Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely have to credit the pass protection there on 3rd down because he had all sorts of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through his progressions, and you just have to know that sooner or later, someone's going to work his way open if you don't get to him. Make sure those guys up front get plenty of credit and recognition for a job well done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard, 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
New England's offense set to go.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Jones throw taken in by Fitzpatrick.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jones now on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that... has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 76 yards. Look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down. Now Jones on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for New England. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Jones. And that's complete to Brown. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Jones. This complete to Martin. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, one thing that you and